Hello, this is Pastor Marvin McKenzie. I'm from Bible Baptist Church in Puyallup, Washington. I wanted to kind of speak to you a little bit today on just the power of friendship, how important friendships can be, and the power of friendship. I was listening to a fellow by the name of S.M. Davis. He's a retired pastor now. He has a ministry called Solve Family Problems and travels around the country doing biblical type seminars and counseling types of things that have to do with families and raising children and all of this. But he's got a message that he's done called The Blessings and Hazards of Friendship. You can find it on YouTube. And so I was watching that today, and he was talking about friendships and the importance of friendships. He defines a friend this way, and he says a friend is someone who cares for you, guides you, and feeds you. And then he makes an important statement. He says this, he says, that's true of both good friends and bad friends. A friend is someone who cares for you, guides you, and feeds you. And he says, and that's true of both a good friend and a bad friend. So then he goes on and he says, now a good friend, he'll care for you more than he cares for himself. He's going to put you first. He's going to care for you more than he cares for himself. He's going to feed you not just what you want to hear, but the things that you need to hear. He's going to try to help you. He's going to try to be a blessing to you and to help you to grow and to be a better person. And then he's going to lead you in a right direction, take you in a direction that is moral and sound and one that would be profitable and positive in this world. Then he says, now, a bad friend, on the other hand, he cares for you primarily for what he can get out of you. He says a bad friend will feed you what you want to hear, and it's because that's how he's keeping his kind of hooks in you. And then thirdly, he's going to lead you in a wrong direction. Boy, it's important that we choose the right kind of friends, isn't it? When my kids were growing up, we had a policy that we had for them that we tried to help them with their friendships. And you know, of course, they had some friends that were their age, their own age and all of that. But I figured that there wasn't anyone their age that could help them in their life. Everyone who was their age was going through the very same things that they were going through as kids. You put a bunch of babies in a room and they're all fighting for the same toy. And you know, that's babies, but it's really true. No matter how old we are, if we're really just running around people who are just like us, well, there's no growth that can happen in those kind of circumstances. And so we always wanted to have our kids have friends that were a little bit older than them. And especially was this true when they became teenagers. It became very important to us that at that point in their life that we were able to pick for them and help them to find friends that were 5 and maybe 10 years older than they were. So as teenagers, they had friends that had already gone through that whole stage of rebellion and all of that kind of stuff. And these were people that were in their early 20s and maybe 25 years old who had already made mistakes in their life and solved and corrected those mistakes in their life, got them straightened out and got things going on in their own lives. And you know, the fact is, my wife and I have chosen to do that very, very same thing, that as Christians and I'm a pastor, and we've chosen and elected all of these years to try to hang around even preachers who were at least 5 years older than us, who had kids that were in a stage of life that was different than our kids' stage of life, that were already past some of the issues that we had, and that were able to guide us and help us to make wiser decisions in our future. I just want to encourage you, choose friends wisely, and especially try to find friends that are a little bit older than you, and not just older, but older and who have made right choices when they were in the place you were in, so that they can help you to make good choices in your life and in the place that you are in your own life. I'm Marvin McKenzie. I'm the pastor of Bible Baptist Church in Puyallup, Washington. You can find me on the web at www.puyallupbaptistchurch.com.